I want to start off by showing you what our pillow gift was and what the gift was for some of the presenters today. And that was this picture frame. This picture frame shows the designer series paper, so you can see all the different images you've seen throughout the presentations today. You can also see on Santa's cap we have our jewel rhinestones. We have these new wooden snowflake embellishments. Might be kind of hard to see, but we have these enamel dots here. Let me show you. They look like this. So they come in red, green, and this vanilla color. That coordinates also with the DSP. We have sequins, and then the reindeer clips. So most of these things you're going to see featured in a lot of the, well, you're going to see featured in my presentation today. But for those who stayed at our hotel last night, this was their gift that they got on the pillow. So one thing about me and my stamping is I love sparkle, and if there was a time when somebody pointed out the fact that I could never make a card without it having dazzling diamonds on it, because I loved everything that sparkles and shines, but dazzling diamonds also can be really messy. So I like to use different embellishments to get that sparkle without all the mess. So in our new holiday catalog, we have these iced rhinestones. So I love rhinestones. So kind of the jewel rhinestones sort of replace dazzling diamonds. Pretty much most of my cards have jewel rhinestones on them. But these are nice for the holidays, these iced rhinestones, because they have that row of smaller little stones going around the edge. So I want to show you a couple of sample cards that I use these embellishments on. Okay, so this card features everything that we're showing you today. It shows the Home for Christmas DSP, and then it also shows this DSP that Lori shared. This one is called the Merry Moments. And what's great about this designer series paper is that there's only a couple of patterns, this polka dot and this ornament one, and then when you flip it upside down, you have the polka dots and you have the plaid. So what's great about this is sometimes with DSP, you may want a lot of one sheet to make your Christmas card. So now with a packet like this, it makes it really convenient for you to be able to do a bunch of cards using the same cardstock. Okay, so this card features the stamp sets that we're using today, the DSP, but also you can see the center of the poinsettia, I put just a little ice rhinestone. Okay. Another really beautiful embellishment are these, which just came out in our holiday catalog. You can see them, little snowflakes. Aren't they pretty? I just want to like glue dot them onto my earlobes and Okay, so here's an example of a card that uses one of those. You can see that. Okay. And then I just did this card here. This shows the wooden snowflake, and then I just added one of the jewel rhinestones. Okay. So I wanted to show you this set. It's called Wonderland. And the biggest question that I get when people are looking at this set is they always ask, why are the antlers there? They can't figure out, what do I do with the antlers? So for my Stamp and Stack class this month, I'm going to be teaching this card, and I decided that I wanted to show a card that's going to show something that we can do with the antlers. Okay, so why you would want to be able to make this card, but also have a card that you could use the other pieces as well. Okay, so that's the first card I'm going to demonstrate for you today. So we're going to start with a piece of crumb cake cardstock. We're going to fold it in half. This is where you would take a bone folder and make a nice clean flat fold. Of course, I don't have a bone folder up here. Okay, and then we're going to use our envelope punch board because I want to round the corners. Okay, so now I have rounded corners. Then I'm going to take a piece of the Merry Moments DSP, Then using my snail, I'm going to snail this onto the soft suede cardstock. Yep, soft suede. And then, okay, I'm going to stamp first. We're going to use soft suede ink. And in the Wonderland set, it has snowflakes. So I'm going to start just stamping a border of soft suede snowflakes across the top of the card. Everybody see that? Okay. And then I'm going to put I stamp first so that I can see where I want this border to go across. Okay, and then in the set, I'm going to use the words that say, all is calm, all is bright. Okay. Oops. Next, I'm going to take a circle and Lori's favorite little penguin. I'm going to ink this up with the black ink, and then I'm going to stamp this off the edge of the circle. Okay, the pressure is on because I am actually stamping up here. Ta-da! Okay. And then we're going to take the soft suede and ta-da! Now we have a use why you have to have the antlers. Okay, we're going to take him. Okay, so we rounded the edges. We're using circles. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And then we're going to take an embellishment. So I'm going to use our enamel dots to finish this card. This is another card. So you can see thank you. So you can see I was able to use all is calm, all is bright because his nose is nice and bright. And I was able to incorporate a reason why, because these trees are just gorgeous and they make a really beautiful card, but gotta be able to use those antlers for something fun. So there you go. You have a little penguin card.
You can hang ornaments down the antlers.
Very good idea. Did everybody hear that? You can hang ornaments off the antlers.
A little punch and then you can put the wing on them.
Very good idea. Okay, the next card I'm going to show you, or the next embellishment I'm going to feature, are these doilies. So these are the gold and silver doilies, and they come in both large and a small size. And this card that I'm going to demonstrate is a card that I received in a swap, in an advisory board swap I participated. And the gal who made this card is Missy Shipman, and Missy is just a very happy person. She is just so sweet. And I called her and I asked her if I could have permission to show this card to you because I just saw this card and it was such a wow. And so let me show you how she did it. Okay, so first of all, we took a piece of espresso cardstock, and let me line it up to the grid sheet here so you can see. It's scored at 1 3/4 inches and 6 inches, so that the fold is going to be like that. 1 3/4 and 6. Okay, so then it's going to close like that. So you have 2 panels on the front like that. Okay, so first thing I want to show you guys is the embossing folder. Okay, I think it's here. Okay, so this is a new embossing folder called Baughman Berries, I think. And one thing about this folder I want to point out is that it's a little bit too large for a regular card front. So it's really good for if you do scrapbooking, or if you want to make this as a frame, you need to cut your card and make a little bit larger card. But it's great if you want to do borders. So I wanted to show you that because I'm going to just do a border by putting the cardstock like that. And I just want that border up the middle of this strip, okay? So I'm gonna bring it over here to the Big Shot. Sorry. And then can you film and crank that through at the same time? See, using the Big Shot is just so easy that you can just, look at that, it's amazing. Okay, all right, so All right, we're gonna take that and we're gonna mount that on the left side of the card. And then on the right side, we're gonna take the Home for Christmas DSP, and we're gonna use this poinsettia side up. Have you guys ever put the adhesive on the wrong side? But it's nice with our DSP because both sides are so pretty, so. Okay, so that's how the front panel of the card is. All right, now, because it's a espresso card, I want to put some vanilla on the inside of it. So we do that so that you'll have an area that you can write on. Okay, now, for this doily card, you want to find a stamp set. Well, for me, you guys know my style is very simple, and I like to use minimal pads and with the reason why I use minimal pads is a lot of times you have too many pads on the table, it's easy to mix up the colors. Plus I like to, especially for people that are new stampers, I like for you to be able to see that, hey, with just a couple of ink pads you can do a whole bunch of things. So what I love about this stamp set, first of all, I love two-step stamping, and you can make those really beautiful images with this stamp. But also I like it because it has really pretty font and it has 3 different sayings. Okay, so it has peace be with you, Jesus is the reason for the season, and a very Merry Christmas. So this is one of the sets you're going to be using this afternoon. So we're going to start using the red ink, and we're going to start on the inside of the card, and we're going to stamp in the middle, a very Merry Christmas. Okay. Then we're going to take our gold doilies, and I'm going to close the card, and I'm going to lay a doily right on the top of the card like that and position it where I want it to go. So I think I want it right there. So I'm going to lift up the doily and put a little bit of snail on the card directly, and then I'm going to tape it down. Okay? Now my inside message is going to be, the second word will be peace be with you. So I'm going to ink that up with the real red ink, stamp that there. Attach that to the circle. We don't want to use dimensionals, we just want to use snail. And then we're going to just put that right there in the middle. Okay? Now this is the part that was a wow to me, is that we're going to close it and we're going to hide that doily. So what you'll do is you're going to line this up so that the doily matches. Actually, I should have put glue dots on here first. So let me grab a couple of glue dots. Okay. So we're going to match the image of the pattern of the doily, because we want to hide it so that you can't tell that there's another doily hiney underneath. There we go. Okay, so it looks like that's the front of the card, you see? Okay, and then on the front, we just simply take our third words, Jesus is the reason for the season. And you can attach this with dimensionals or with just glue it straight. And then this is your finished card. So it looks like this. Then you have peace be with you. And then you have very Merry Christmas. Yeah? You like that? Okay. So using that same technique, I want to show you some other things I did. With the smaller doily, I did this little Rudolph. But then it looks like a Rudolph, but when you open it up, nope, there's a Santa on a doily underneath. And then when you open it up again, have yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Okay. Did the same tag again, but I just added, to make it a larger tag, added a little bit of a mossy green background to that. And then, oops. Okay, this one, have yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Then you have Santa, and then over here you can hold a gift card. May the magic of the season fill your heart and home. And actually, this card could actually work both ways. That's the fun, you know? Right. Okay, and then I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of new DSP that's coming out in our Next Occasions catalog. Look how pretty this is. Confetti and stripes, and that's one of the perks to being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, is that we get to see, we get to get product a little bit early, and get to play with it so that we have it ready for our customers. But look at this paper, isn't this gorgeous? Okay, so the reason why I showed you that, and I also will be putting this on the door prize table, is because I did the same card using that DSP. And I use a brand new set that's going to be coming out in the catalog that coordinates with that. So you can see it says for you. You see the little shimmer on there? That's a new Wink of Stella brush that's coming out in our occasions in the spring. And so that has that little shimmer we're going to be able to add. And then you can see the rhinestone and then the silver doily, but it says for you. And it says dear friend. And then the third, happiest of birthdays to you. So again, just look for sets that have 3 different images, 3 different sentiments that you can work together, and then you can make this little hidden doily card. Okay? So that's that one. All right, third thing I want to show you. Thank you. Okay, so the team was over last week, and we were putting together some of the kits, and we ended up with a bunch of these spools of ribbon. I am not one to keep a lot of stuff like this. Like, I would normally toss this. But I don't know, there was like 7 of them all stacked together, and I thought, you know, I don't want to throw those away. I want to see if I can figure out something fun to do with them. And then I looked over at I knew I was going to show you guys doilies, and I'm like, this is just the right size for a doily. So what can I do with this? So I took a piece of the ribbon, and we're going to put it back on the spool. But we're going to tie a bow at the top. Let me just trim it a little bit. What's really nice about this ribbon, though, I don't know, can you guys tell? It's very, very sparkly. Okay. So then I'm going to take the doilies, and we're going to attach a doily on the front. And I'm going to attach a doily on the back. Okay, Lori showed you this awesome brick embossing folder that we have. So I went ahead and I embossed a piece. And then I'm going to use the 2.5-inch punch. Punch it out. And I'm going to put that on the front. And then I'm going to take a piece of plain white DSP, and using the words thinking of you at Christmas, I'm going to stamp that with real red ink, and I'm going to put that on the back. Okay, now this set right here that Lori showed you, Snow Place, what's great about this set is that it has the matching framelits that go with it. So I stamped the snowman and used the framelit to cut him out. Snowman. The penguin. Sorry, little penguin. Okay. And he looks like that. So cute. And then I'm going to just take and use my marker to just color in a little bit of pumpkin. I love to color, so that's why I had to do that in front of you. Okay, and then I'm going to use 1-dimensional. Who did 3-dimensional? You did 3-dimensionals. No, Roanna did 3. Okay. All right. Put him on there like that. And then, all right. So we're going to use glue dot. Okay, that was worth the 5 minutes it took me to find that, yeah? Okay, and then we're gonna take our embellishment and just put like, this is like something I would do, like wear a big old brooch like this on top of a scarf. But then you can just use this as a little ornament. So you have that, and then thinking of you at Christmas, okay? So I did make a couple of those. I'll have them on the door prize table, and I just wrapped them up with our new little pom-pom ribbon. And so we'll have those over there for door prizes. And then I do have some several copies of this card as well that I'll have on the table as well. Okay, to conclude my demonstration, I'm going to show you the final 3 things you're going to be doing for Make and Takes today. All right, so first is gonna be a card. So when you get it, you're gonna take all your pieces out of the envelope, and we have pool party, cardstock. We're gonna fold this in half. And then we use the DSP, but can you see that this has already been pre-embossed for you? So it has like the snowflake. So it's already printed with like a snowflake pattern, but now it has like it's pattern paper with an embossing over the top. Okay, we're gonna mount that onto Whisper White cardstock. And then that's gonna go on the front of your card. Okay, this is made from a framelit. It's already been pre-done for you as well. And we're gonna start with black ink. And then off to the right side, you're gonna stamp the words, "A Very Merry Christmas to You." Then we're gonna take you wanna stamp your words first. And then up in the left corner, you're gonna stamp the poinsettia flower. Then here comes the second step. So you're gonna line this up over the top. Okay, might need somebody to bring me my glasses. There you go. And then the third one. Voila. Okay, now we could normally embellish this in the middle with some rhinestones, but I'm going to use the jewel rhinestones and just add some bling around the edges like that. And then for the center, everybody in your kit this afternoon, you're going to get this embellishment, which are these Home for Christmas buttons. Okay, and these are going to be on all your projects. So for this one, there is a flower button. So you'll just use a glue dot, and you're going to put that on there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And this is your make and take number 1. Okay? All right. Your next make and take . You guys seen these cute little Sprite cans? Okay. All right. So we're going to take the DSP. And use our tear tape. So you're just going to line it up across the middle as straight as you can. And then you're just going to roll it on. Okay? So you want that green to show, okay? And then we're going to stamp a little tag that's been pre-made for you. And we're going to use the same, from the same set, Reason for the Season, we're going to use this image here. And we're just going to take and stamp above the words, and then come below the words, and we're going to stamp it twice. And then I'm going to do another one in a third direction. So you just want to kind of cover that like that. And then you get to fussy cut. Okay, so I can't believe I'm going to fussy cut in front of you guys, but we're going to choose which reindeer you want. So I wanted to show you have all these really cute ones to choose from, but for this particular project, I kind of wanted to choose the one that's sitting down. So you can just cut him out. And I just think he's so cute. Don't you think he's so cute? Okay, so to put this together, we're going to mount this onto the red circle. And then we'll take a dimensional. Okay, and then in this open area here, we're going to use a button. Okay, and then, and then we'll use a Sharpie to give him a little red nose. So it looks like that. Okay.
Too fast.
Everybody get it?
There you go.
Okay, then you're gonna take your can and you're gonna stick that on the front of your can. Okay, and then what you'll also have in your kit is you're gonna get a cello bag and you're gonna get a piece of either red or green of this really cute candy cane ribbon. So when you wrap it all up, it's gonna look like this. So great office gifts, great gifts for school that don't mind you bringing sugared sodas to the kids. But great, you know, and then you could use the same idea, do it on a bigger Sprite full-size bottle and give it to a neighbor, you know, but just a really cute way, just may your days be merry and Sprite is what it says. If I held it up too fast, it says may your days be merry and Sprite, which is why we use Sprite.
Oh, cute.
Oh, see, you liked it and you didn't even know that the poem.
See that?
Yeah, so that's what that is. Yeah, so that's a cute little favor. So you'll be making that today. Okay, for the final thing that you're gonna make today, I'm just gonna show you the tag, and then I'm gonna have Lori come up and show you how to assemble. This is a box, so this one will probably take the most instruction. But you're gonna just use the black ink, and you're going to stamp the Very Merry Christmas, and then we're going to use the same stamp, and I'm just gonna come in from both sides. And then there's a little berry that comes in that set as well. We're just gonna add some little berries. So you can see how fast that is to make cute little tags. Okay, and then this is how your tag is gonna look. Now, she's gonna show you probably what is my favorite project of everything you're gonna be making today. So I'm gonna have Lori come up because she's gonna show you how to cut it's a box, so we wanted to have the box expert show you. So if Lori can come up.
I'm just going to show you what you have in your kit. And again, so nice. They scored it for you. And everything else is pre-cut. Okay. So when I did this pattern, because I was trying to fit a certain something, you know, like a box of candy. I wanted that exact size, but our paper is not large enough. So what I did was I made 2 pieces, okay, and then we have it already scored and scored already for you. But what I wanted to show you was where you're going to be cutting the slits. That's not done for you yet. So there's 2 sizes. There's a smaller one and then a larger one. On the smaller one, all we want to do is cut 2 slits at the bottom. So if you'll notice, it's scored this way, and this way, because this will be the bottom, and these are the sides. All you have to do is snip, okay, the 2 on the bottom here up into that scored line. Again, you can go ahead and okay, here we go. Okay, just score it. And sometimes when I do boxes, at the areas that I make the slits, you might want to cut like a tiny little, like, I don't know if they call it mitering, but cut a tiny little piece out so it's sort of like cut like a little triangle, like snip it out a little, okay? So sometimes it fits in just a little bit better. Okay, so that's our one side. The other side, the longer one has our cover, that's, you know, where the box is gonna be covered. So this one, we have it scored all the way around the sides again, but I do have some more scores up here because it's gonna fold over and tuck into the box. So what I wanna do is, I wanna again cut the two bottom slits. So we're gonna cut that, and cut this. And I'll just cut out that tiny little piece, like so. Turn it around and cut all the way to the, not the first flap, but the next flap. We're gonna cut right over here. So you're gonna cut up to there and cut this way. And just remember to cut the tiny little one off. So there's a score here. All I wanna do is just cut right there. Cut that small little corner on either side. Okay, let's trim this a little. Again. Okay, now again, I will go ahead and fold everything to make nice creases. Okay. Okay, this side. Okay, now we're ready to, we're gonna be taping it together. So I'm just gonna use my snail. Okay. So this side that's gonna have the cover, actually, I'm gonna be putting the shirt on the front over here, okay? Wait, now let's see. Wait, let me do this box first. So this will be the inside. I want to put the two tabs inside like this. So what I can do is I'm just gonna go ahead and use my snail. And tuck this inside. Just kind of matching the edges over here, okay? Okay, then this one, actually what I wanna do is, this part will get folded over like this. Okay, so what I can do, if you notice, these two get tucked over here and this is gonna be coming in like this to go inside. So what I wanna do is, we're gonna be actually taping this on the outside. When I first did it, I was actually using the, this as the back, you know, so I didn't want to show here because this was going to be front where the shirt was. But actually, if you make this part on the outside, then the part that's facing you, you know, is going to be the finished edge. So once I have this box put together over here, again, just tuck these two in. Okay. Okay. Then what I will do is I'm actually going to if you do the that one first, that would be better, and we'll do this, the shorter one, after and just wrap it right around. So I'm gonna go ahead and, because this will go around here, you can go ahead and put tape on the two sides, like so, and then on the bottom also. Okay. So now what I'll do is I have this box here. I can put one of the sides and we'll sort of wrap it around. So I'm going to add this here. Okay. And I'm tucking it on this side so that I can make sure that this tucks in. Okay. And I'm kind of like wrapping it right around the box so that you know it will be tight. Okay, the two sides. Then we'll fold this down like so. Okay. So here we have our box like that. We're gonna do the shirt. Everything is already pre-cut for you. This is that designer series paper. What we did though was we added, you know, the thick cardstock that we now have. It's a little bit thicker than our regular Whisper White. So just to make it sturdier, because like for the sleeves and everything too, we want it sturdy, we just cut pieces so that for the body of the shirt. Okay, so when we looked at it, the poinsettia kind of looks like an aloha shirt, so it's like a Christmas aloha shirt. And we're just gonna go ahead and put this on the white, the thick cardstock. Oops. Okay. And if there's just a little bit, you know, if it's just sticking out a little bit, just trim it. So you can trim that part off. Okay, then I'm gonna do the sleeve. So same thing, we have 2 pieces cut out for the both sleeves. So we'll go ahead and add this on. One here. And one here. Okay. So what I tried to do, I made the sleeves, they look like they're really tiny. But what you want to do, after you trim, if there's any, you know, white pieces showing, okay, is when we're attaching it to the box itself. Okay. All right, so I have it covered in the back over here like this. Okay, oops. I noticed my tape, I just need to maybe add a little bit more tape on here. Snail. Just to keep it. Okay. Okay, so now I want to put my sleeves on first. So what I want to do is I made it so that if you match one corner here and one corner here, kind of when we're covering it, you're seeing just a hint of like a sleeve, as if it was sticking out. And I want to just use as little as I possibly could so I didn't have to make a really big sleeve. So then what I might want to do is just add a little bit of, it's just going to go from here to here, so I can go on this side, add some here, and match that corner to this corner like so. And you do the same thing to the opposite side, so it's going to be right going like that, sticking out there. Let me just trim it a little bit more so I don't have so much white showing. Okay. Okay, so if I'm doing the opposite side, I want to put tape over here now. So I'm going to put just some tape here and match corner, oops, to corner. Okay, like so. Then the shirt front will go right over it like so. Okay. Okay. So we'll add this on. Okay. And then for the collar, what I did was I just wanted to do something very simple. So I cut, I wanted it like 1 inch thick, so it's like, I'm just gonna fold this over like so. Okay, and I'm gonna tape it. You can just tape it closed over here, so it's just a little thicker for the collar. Okay, then I pretty much just folded it over, so like I kind of made it go like this, the 2 ends. I just folded and made it match like here, so it almost looks like it's the collar of a man's shirt. And if you just kind of match it about here, that should be okay. Okay, then actually if you would like, let's just take this part down a little bit here. So we'll take this part down. Okay, like so. And so you have a collar, and then we can attach it right over here. So just add a little bit of tape here. Just at the top. So part of it is going to be sticking out above the box, yeah, so then it'll be like so. And then we got the cute buttons, okay, that are in our, what you'll be getting in your kit. And so there are some cute green buttons, striped ones. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And actually, I had just, do we have glue dots?
Glue dots on the table.
Okay, so there'll be glue dots on the table. I'm gonna borrow this right here. We'll just add glue dots to this. Okay. Okay, one. Okay, so you get 3 buttons. And just place them, what you can do is maybe put one in the middle. And then space them out. Like so. This one doesn't want to stay. Okay. And you have your Aloha Poinsettia shirt box. And Cindy will tell you all the different things you could put in there. Okay, good, thanks. Oh, also this on the back. She went and made the tag. And you can go ahead and stick this in the back. Ooh. Sorry. Right in the back. Okay. There you go. Alrighty. Okay, all yours. Yes.
Usually masculine cards or sometimes it's hard to find cute gift wrap and things like that to do for a guy. So I thought this was perfect, and I thought I want to show you some options of things you can put inside the box. So how many of you guys have heard of Primo popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so somebody just told me about them the other day, and I went there and found this Lihing pineapple. So they have all kinds of really fun local flavors. This size popcorn that they have is the right size for this box. So you can see when you open up the lid. And so they have lots of different flavors. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's put glue dots on there.
Yeah, thanks.
So you can see that this size of the popcorn, so it's really fun because some of their flavors are really fun, especially for this box. Now, the popcorn that I went there for actually didn't fit. I had to kind of make it fit in the box because I thought this would be perfect. It's called Honeydew, right? And it has a little list here with a pen, and so it's like a Malona flavored popcorn. So, but the bag was a little big, so in order to make this one fit, I had to take some of the popcorn out. But the one I really wanted to use was this one, Grumpy Old Man. But you know what? I had to take the popcorn out of this. This popcorn is salt and vinegar. It's so delicious. So I mean, I think it would be a really fun kind of gift to give to the right person. You don't want to give Grumpy Old Man to anybody. It has to be the right person that'll appreciate it. Okay, but this box actually perfectly fits the small Aloha mat. So if you put this in here, it is an exact fit for that box.